I decided to try to make some Dubai chocolates, so I got some Dubai chocolate spread. I had this already, and pistachio cream, and then the kadaifi. And you don't need the Dubai chocolate spread, that's got everything in it already. You need the pistachio cream and the kadaifi to make the chocolate bars that everyone is insane about. It is so rich, so just be aware. So you basically, the first thing you're going to do is mix the pistachio cream and the kadaifi 1 to 1. So I had about a cup of each. I just used the entire jar. I'll put the links to everything in the description. Also, a link to an article where you can read about this if you want to see the full details. And I might think of something in the meantime. But you make this into a paste. You basically just mix it up into a paste. The kadaifi is crisp. It's shredded phyllo dough basically, so it keeps that crisp feeling. So you get a chewy. It's an interesting mouthfeel. It's not completely smooth. You're going to take a number 70 ice cream scoop and put that in. Well, I mean, depending on what you're doing. I was using one of those silicone molds that you use for chocolate covered Oreos, but the number 70 scoop will give you the amount of filling that you need to fill that up without being too much. So it was the perfect size. You're going to scoop this out, and then you're going to freeze them. And you want them to be hard when you're working with them because you're going to be putting them inside the chocolate and you need to flatten them out. So this made about 19, I believe it was about 19 balls of this, and that is 1 cup of the kadaifi and 1 cup of the pistachio cream. Then I used a total of about 1.5 bags of Nestle's semi-sweet chocolate chips, and I did the same ice cream scoop. So this is the number 70 scoop, and this is, like I said, a silicone mold that you use to make the chocolate covered Oreos. And I just put a little, probably a little less than 1 scoop in the bottom of each of these cavities. And this is going to be the base of it. You're going to put the filling in and then cover it up. So fill this up and then tap it on the counter to spread the chocolate out. And you want to make sure that it's relatively thick. So a little less than the 1 scoop amount was perfect. And I just went ahead and filled all of these. And you want to try to avoid bubbles and stuff, but the way that you smash it on the counter, if you bang it on the counter, it will release bubbles that are trapped in there. And just, as you're working, the chocolate might firm up a little bit, so you can stick it back in the microwave for 10 seconds. But I didn't need to do that. It worked just fine. You can just tip it. Just make sure that bottom of the mold is completely covered. And I will put links to all of the materials that I used in there. Once it's solid, take the frozen filling pieces, and I use, like I said, I use the pistachio and the Dubai chocolate, so that's why some of them are brown and some of them are green. And I just put them in there a little bit away from the edge because you're going to cover this up with chocolate and make that edge. And you just want to use a spatula or something to keep it away from the edge completely so that you can pour the chocolate in, but just form those into little discs. They should be under the level of the top of the mold, so you can test that out. But take another scoop of the chocolate and spread this out. And this time you're going to want to try to make sure that it goes down into the cracks on the sides where the filling is not, showing. And I did end up with some edges that were showing, but it doesn't, it's fine. Nobody's going to complain. They're still going to eat this. This is so rich. These little chocolate bars, they're not super cheap to make compared to other chocolates, but let me tell you, you can take a bite of one of these and it will last you all day. I mean, they're really good, but they're very, very rich. So you want to spread the chocolate out as much as you can. Keep whacking. I have it on a cookie sheet now. I have the mold on a cookie sheet, and I'm just dropping it to release any bubbles and to try to make sure that chocolate gets down into that crevice. And then you want to let these set until they are actually set. Okay. And if you come in and pull it away like this and it attaches to the edge, it's not ready. So you can put them in the fridge if you want to. I just let them sit overnight to make sure they were completely done. And then you can just peel the silicone mold away. If you're using hard plastic molds, then just absolutely make sure that they are completely done because you don't want to crack them as they come out of the mold. And the one thing that I noticed about this is the silicone will leave kind of a weird little texture. It's not like a texture, it's like shiny marks on the bottoms of it. You can see it in the top left there. And I did see like this one edge didn't get covered up. But when you break this open, it is that Dubai chocolate look. It's the thing that everybody wants. It's trendy. It's delicious. It's cute. Very, very rich. I will warn you again. Well, it's well worth trying this just for fun. And these chocolates are going to last me for the next month. I promise you. And I'm a chocolate fiend. But it's really, really good. Give it a try. It's kind of fun, and you can use different fillings in these too.